The crowds were cheering. You could feel the adrenaline rush through your veins. As I approached the finishing line, I said, almost there, and I made the final push. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, if you ever wondered if I got first place, you are absolutely right. I was first from the back. It was a familiar feeling 3 years in a row. When I was in primary school, I tried very hard to be the best. But being the best felt so hard. I was so slow. The other kids looked like Usain Bolt. You can never beat Usain Bolt. And there I was, fat, short, and slow. But if you were with me on the hot, piercing Sunday afternoon, you will see a tall, bald man walking towards me. He touched my hands and he said, "Boy, you can do it. Try harder." And that was my uncle, Uncle Lim. Uncle Lim was always there for me. He gave me the words of hope. Every weekend, we will go for our weekend runs so that I could be a little better. And every little step I took made me believe in myself. And I started to have all these big dreams that one day, if I try hard enough, I will be significant. I will be the best. And I will change people's lives. Fast forward 15 years. I was significantly broke. I was nowhere near the best. And the only thing in my life that needed change was my life. I struggled so hard at work. But then Uncle Lim walked to me, touched my hands, and said, "Boy,
try harder."
Try harder. I did. I began making all these big promises so that I could impress my boss. Now back then, my boss was nowhere near like David Young. He was so fierce. And I made all these big promises to clients so that I could impress him. I was working 12 hours every day. And I wanted the best out of my team. If they are not the best, they are out of the team. The sound of silence followed me from office to home. And at home, I was greeted by cold and soggy leftover dinner with a note that said, "Dear son, take care of yourself. Love, Mom." I knew all this had to stop, but my mind kept telling me, if you are not the best, you cannot help others. Until one Sunday morning, I received the news from my mom that Uncle Lee suffered a stroke. As strong as he was, he never made it. And I can't help to be reminded of the memories I have with Uncle Lee. The many times when he touched my hands and he said, "Try harder." The many times he told me not to give up. And I did try my best. But it was too late. All of a sudden, it hit me. It is not about being the best. Uncle Lee was just an ordinary man. But he made a huge difference in my life. It was when he can no longer touch my hands. He touched my heart. And he taught me a very important lesson that night. That you do not need to be the best to make a difference. 3 days later, I went to my team and I encouraged them to do their best in spite of challenges. And I began seeing their true potential, and that made a difference. And I went to my mom, and I said, "Mom, thank you very much for all the time you reminded me to take care of myself." She looked at me and she said, "Do you need money?" But she gave me a smile, the warm smile that I've never seen for a very long time. And that made a difference. And I look at my life. What are the little things that I can do to improve myself? Just like the little step I took when I was a kid. And I joined Toastmasters. I became a better communicator and a better leader. I got praises, a promotion, and a pay rise. That made a difference. So ladies and gentlemen, we are all in this race. The race to become the best student in the school, the best employee in an organization, the best parent to a child. When you struggle, I am here to encourage you to try harder. But what is more important is for you to ask yourself, is there someone in your life that needs encouragement? Is there someone in your life that needs love? And is there the little things you can do to improve yourself? Because you do not need to be the best to make that difference. Thank you.
One question. Do you think your offer?
Huh?
Do you think your mother offer? Never mind, we'll ask him.
Yes, ladies and